Thank you very much for joining the press conference, where we would like to tell you about an extraordinary event that is called World Youth Festival 2024 that will take place in 2 weeks in the beautiful city of Sochi in Russia. And this festival will embrace 20,000 students from all over the world and Russia as well. So they are young leaders of business, of charity, of other like art, other public ways of life. And so these young talented people will just participate in just take part in exciting workshops, discussions, and so they will be ready to share their ideas. And the main goal for us is just to create a platform where these young people just ready implement their ideas for the brighter future. And so today we have actually 4 American speakers, so the 3 here and 1 is here. So it's just lucky people that are going to visit Sochi and to represent the US delegation over there, a total of 15 people. And we have Caleb Maupin, and also we have Christopher Hilali and Elizabeth Pekin and Noah Stern here. So we would like to start with a short 2-minute video to show just, the impression of the festival. And after that, the speakers will tell their opinions. And after that, we'll be happy just to answer all your questions. Okay, so we'll start with the video.
Namaste. Добрый день, дорогие друзья.
Hola, me voy a Rusia.
Hi, ik ga naar Rusland.
Hola, me voy a Rusia.
Hello, I am coming to Russia.
Salve, eu vou pra Rússia.
Dunia ini harus menjadi tempat yang aman, tempat yang bisa ditinggali oleh seluruh umat manusia tanpa memperhatikan perbedaan suku, etnis, agama.
One, the youth is the next generation, and we need to empower them in order to take up social challenges and to be able to solve issues.
Este es un encuentro único donde jóvenes de todo el mundo vamos a poder encontrarnos para debatir diferentes ideas y soluciones a los desafíos presentes y futuros.
Om meer te leren over hun culturen, maar ook de initiatieven die zij nemen om hun gemeenschap beter te maken.
В 2017 году в городе Сочи проводился Всемирный фестиваль студентов и молодежи. Я бы хотела предложить провести такой фестиваль еще раз.
Идея очень правильная, потому что такие события, они объединяют людей, признаны объединять людей.
I will be going to Russia. I will be participating in the upcoming events. We love people of Russia.
Today, as the world faces global challenges, it is very crucial for us to come together and consolidate our efforts to make this world a better place. We are stronger when we are together.
Me voy a Rusia porque es importante compartir lo que hacemos en nuestros países y nuestras comunidades con el mundo.
This particular festival is the best place for us to promote peace and cooperation, and let us all young people throughout the world take this opportunity.
It is important for a young South African like me to come and participate in this upcoming event so that I get to learn of this amazing economy, which is a major global player.
Putujemo u Rusiju jer je Rusija prelepa zemlja, izuzetnih mogućnosti i puno aktivnosti za mlade. Ona je domovina mnogih kultura, naroda e religija.
Eu também vou para a Rússia porque eu quero participar da construção do novo mundo multipolar, da nova ordem mundial e do novo futuro compartilhado que nos espera.
So now the words go to Caleb Maupin, the chair of the US delegation, and he also represents the Center for Political Innovation.
Welcome, everybody. My name's Caleb Maupin. I'm the founder of the Center for Political Innovation. And in October, I was deeply honored when the Youth Office of the Russian Foreign Ministry reached out to me about forming a national preparatory committee for the upcoming World Youth Festival set for March in Russia. As someone who attended the World Festival of Youth and Students in 2013 in Quito, Ecuador, someone who attended the festival that was held in Sochi in 2017, as an advocate of socialism, peace, and international cooperation, as an American patriot, as a Christian, and someone who strives to live according to the teachings of Jesus Christ, I considered this to be a great opportunity. However, it is the circumstances of our upcoming trip that bring us here today. As we meet here today, Jesse Neville, Penny Hess, and Omali Yeshitela have been indicted by the U.S. Department of Justice. They are facing a possible 15 years in prison. Their trial date was just set for September. The Biden administration has charged them for doing what we are about to do, for going to an international conference in Russia. The Biden administration has declared that they're putting on some Zoom calls, writing some articles about Ukraine, that has been conspiracy to act as a foreign agent. And this case is absolutely outrageous. It's an attack on freedom of assembly, freedom to travel, freedom of speech, and freedom of association. And it's designed to intimidate Americans from doing what we plan to do: visit Russia and question U.S. foreign policy. In light of this horrific indictment, it is very important that we go to Russia to show that we will not be intimidated and to take responsibility for the future amid the utter failure of the Biden administration. Biden said he would end the war in Yemen, and as we all know, now that war is expanding and U.S. bombs are being dropped on Yemen. Biden has poured billions of dollars of American taxpayer money into Ukraine to prolong this war, at the same time that our bridges and highways are crumbling and our living standards are dropping and American working families are being squeezed by inflation. Under these circumstances, with Biden trying to intimidate Americans and weaponizing the Department of Justice against dissidents, and with international tensions rising, we have a duty to go to Russia and show the world another America. Because there are two Americas. Beyond Wall Street and Hollywood, in the vast territories of the American heartland, you will find a lot of hardworking people who love their children, love their communities, and want a better life. You will find an America that values peace, not war. It is this America that produced Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Black Panthers, the great abolitionist John Brown, and it's this America that produced the labor movement that pushed forward Roosevelt, the great anti-fascist coalition that propelled the United States to align with the Soviet Union to defeat the menace of fascism in a great moment in history, also to align with China. It is this America, the America that's been hidden from mainstream TV, the America that has been canceled by the social media monopolies. It's this America of the working class, of small business owners, and people of many different races and ethnic backgrounds who reject war and the emerging low-wage police state. It is this America and its democratic traditions that I will be proudly representing in Sochi. There's a new economy arising in the world today centered around the BRICS, the Eurasian Economic Union, the Belt and Road Initiative of China, and the real America would benefit from joining with this new economy, trading with countries on the basis of win-win cooperation, and ending the wars, the threats, and the sanctions. The Center for Political Innovation sees Russia as an ally of the real America, and we call for the charges against the Uhuru 3 to be immediately dropped, and we look forward to making lots of new friends at the upcoming World Youth Festival, not just youth from Russia, but youth from the 188 different countries that will be represented at this vitally important international gathering. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we would like to hear Christopher Hilali, Party of Communists, USA.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christopher Hilali. I'm the International Secretary for the Party of Communists USA and the Vice Chair of the National Preparatory Committee in preparation to go to the World Youth Festival in Sochi. Of course, this is a historic moment. Our party, throughout its history, and of course, going back to the old Communist Party USA, have had many of our leaders study and travel to the Soviet Union, what was the Soviet Union, and now continue the tradition of international fraternity and building bonds with young people, with academics, with journalists, with people all over the world. And we believe, especially at this point in history, it is critical for young people around the world, regardless of their country's national policies, to be united in building a better world for the future. And we recognize, given the existential challenges that are facing our planet, the different countries in the world, and young people throughout the world, that it is vital for our participation and to build these ties. We look forward to our participation. We look forward to meeting with young people from all of the different countries. And of course, we want to show ultimately that as American citizens, we have every right to go and to travel to Russia, even at this difficult time between their bilateral relations. And we feel it is necessary in the spirit of peace and cooperation to be there and to show our solidarity with the people of Russia and with the young people around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we would like to hear Elizabeth Pekin from the American Student Union.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Pekin. I am the National Secretary. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Pekin. I am the National Secretary of the American Student Union, and I am a member of the American National Preparatory Committee for the World Youth Festival. As students, we've grown up with a lot of anti-Russian propaganda, not just our generation, but our parents' generations. For those of us that were born in Generation Z, our parents, Gen X, baby boomers, they were constantly told that the Soviets were going to bomb them at any moment, but that didn't happen. And today, actually a couple of years ago, back in February 2022, I went to an event at a local high school, and kids were given these QR codes to scan to donate to Ukraine and sort of guilted into it by the teachers. And as Americans, we have freedom of speech to express our views. We have freedom to travel, which I will be traveling to Russia to promote international friendship and cooperation, not just with Russia, but with all of the other people that are attending this festival. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And so we have one more speaker here. So it's Noah Shank. He will speak from there. And he is also for the Center for Political Union here. So.
Hey, everybody. My name is Noah Shank. And one of the reasons that I am so excited to be able to join the World Youth Festival is that we will be able to meet with youth from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Right now, it is illegal to travel to the DPRK under U.S. law. And that's really unfortunate in light of the escalations on the Korean Peninsula. We have to remember that the DPRK is a nuclear-armed country, and these escalations, they could be very dangerous. That's why I think it's so important that, in combination with the fact that I, as a Korean American, feel a deep kinship with the Korean people, and I want to see them joined, that's why it's so important for us to meet with them. We've published a book to give to them, and we want to really show them that there are Americans in the United States who do not hate the North Koreans. Not only do we not hate them, but we respect them. We admire their revolutionary tradition. We admire how they showed support for the Palestinian people in their struggle for liberation. We admire how they welcomed the Black Panther Party into their country and showed support for Black liberation and for the liberation struggles around the world. It's just going to be a real honor to be able to meet with them.
Thank you very much. So we are ready to talk more, and so we are ready to answer all your questions, and I encourage you, of course, to ask our speakers, who are, just as I mentioned, lucky people to go soon to Sochi. So please go ahead, of course.
Thank you very much on behalf of the United Nations Correspondents Association for doing this briefing. My name is Edith Lederer from the Associated Press. First, I'd like to know whether the U.S. government has approached any of you about your trip and said, no, you shouldn't be going. And could you tell us how many Americans you expect to be going to this conference, and whether